Week 9, Jazzed Fans TV, a blessed week, a week of giving, as the Jazz finally had Clean Sweep Week.
Yep. Finally happened.
Again.
And some road wins.
Road wins.
Don't hate it.
Don't
hate it.
It was the scariest 3 games that we've won I've ever been a witness of.
This is also the most disengaged I've been. Because of my stupid sickness.
This guy's been sick. Real sick.
That's why I've got this coat on to not catch my death of cold. Also,
he already
because
caught
it's
it.
new and I love it.
All correct.
But no, it was a good week.
Yeah.
It was still not the most inspiring of games, but
the saddest thing is that we were down in every single one of these games to below 500 teams. But the best part is we actually pulled out all 3 of them.
Yep. I don't know. Like, the team not looking great and still getting wins.
Yeah, 100%.
Can't hate it.
Get wins while you're figuring it out. And if we can do that, bless us. Conley re-aggravated the hamstring against Orlando. He's probably going to be out a couple weeks. But that has led to one very big thing. Joe Ingles back in that starting lineup, getting it done.
Yeah, man. He was killing it. Which we had Conley back for the Orlando game, which was the first game of the week. And
that's where he re-aggravated it.
It was the first game back.
Yep.
He did not have a terrible 19 minutes. Didn't have any rebounds, but 6 assists, 7 points. But the big story again is Bogdanovich and Mitchell offense.
30 and 30. If we can get 30 and 30 from Bogdanovich and Mitchell, we're going to win the division.
And Rudy getting 19 rebounds.
Oh.
Is it Vucevic? I can never pronounce his name right.
Something like
that.
He
did just come back. I get that was what the fans that you interviewed were saying, like, oh, he just came back, and it's like, I don't care.
I don't care either. That was one of our best interviews, though.
Yeah.
That Orlando fan was awesome. Kudos for you. Thanks for coming out. Portland guy this week.
I'll be going to Portland. I might try to interview some Jazz fans out there on the old
that would be amazing.
Smartphone.
Best of luck to you on that one.
I'm going to take flyers, hand them out.
You can do it.
You can try it.
I support you.
Anyways, it was actually a really, really good interview. I thought it was one of your best. It was a good opposing fan one. I love that. I don't know. Again, we've scolded Jazz fans a little bit, but sometimes the away fans are the best interviews.
Yeah,
they were some of the most memorable.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me sad,
but that's okay.
Come with some fire, Jazzed fans.
That's what we like. I will say this, I'm not trying to like take anything away from Joe, but if Joe Ingles is getting 12 rebounds on you, because Joe went 16 and 12, you're not a good rebounding team.
No.
With Gobert and Ingles getting, 31 rebounds combined, you're losing that game. That's not good.
Right, and I know that we really wanted Royce O'Neal to be the guy that was defending pretty much everybody, but he's been looking great when he has come off the bench.
Yeah, I think it just caters more to his style. And I think Joe Ingles needs other better pieces around him to give him space, because Joe Ingles can't create a shot. That's his one knock, right? So when you have him in a starting lineup, he has space. People have to, hone in on Bogdanovich, hone in on Donovan Mitchell, so he can actually do his thing. And when he gets open and gets in his rhythm, Joe Ingles does what Joe Ingles does. But O'Neal coming off the bench, he can slash, drive, grits it out, and I think he is better and more athletic at creating a shot.
Of the established players that we had from last year, I think Royce O'Neal, I am most impressed with him.
Really?
Yeah.
I like that.
He's not going to show up. Donovan actually mentioned this in one of the post-game interviews. I can't remember which one. I think it was after the Hawks game. But he does a lot of stuff that you don't realize. He's rushing out to corner threes to get in their face. I love Royce, man. I love him a lot. And he's given the bench some gusto that we need. And I think, as we found out, IMing some Lakers fans, or not IMing, DMing, I guess I should say, that one player makes all the difference on the bench. It goes from your bench scoring 42 on average, or whatever the hell the Lakers do, to 4 points by missing one player.
Well, our main piece was gone, so the rest of our bench doesn't mean anything.
And now Royce is that piece. Should we go on to the Hawks game?
Hawks game. Down at half against... I tell you, we always play Atlanta tough in Atlanta. I don't know why. Worst team in the East, nay, the NBA, and we're down to them at half. Turnovers again, man. They've got to stop.
It was Donovan versus Trey in this one.
Yeah.
They had similar stat lines. Donovan played 5 less minutes, had, I think, 3 less assists, but they both had 5 rebounds and 30 points. And again, this is...
And Rudy Gobert getting 20. My guy, Rudy Gobert, 20 and 13. That's the highlight for me, even though it was Donovan versus Trey. You're absolutely right. Because Donovan, he didn't have a great shooting night. 1 for 6 from 3. Made all of his free throws. Still got 30 points. So back-to-back 30-night games for Donovan against terrible teams, but we'll take it. It was just, we need to get the outside shooting going. We're cold. We're just extremely cold from 3, and we are a team that's been assembled to be an outside threat.
Mm-hmm. Do you see it coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You live and die by the 3, and we're kind of dying but surviving. And I would we'll get on our rhythm. We'll get things going. And Conley being out, lineups are being adjusted. We're still trying to make sure we have our bases covered, I guess, for a baseball term.
I think the evil genius is, as always, is going to figure it. If he could figure it out for Korver in his 50s now, I think, and he could get him open shots, I think he can figure it out for Bogdanovich. Well, we can't put the 3-point woes on Bogdanovich at all because he's probably shot close to 40, if not more than 40. I actually want to look that up. I'm going to do that. But
Bogdanovich and Mitchell 2 for 12 against Atlanta. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's not great.
That's real bad.
So if we're going to get wins doing that, yeah,
then we're okay. Pulling out the wins. And again, Rudy Gobert, 10 of 19 from the line. So many free throws, but I'll take them.
That was kind of the big talking point.
Yeah.
he had himself a James Harden night.
At the line. But we got the win. Anything else you want to talk about from that game?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
Me neither, honestly. It was kind of a blah game. These are the December games. The cold nights, it was an ugly win. Not a lot to be proud of, but we got the win.
What's Bogdanovich shooting from 3 this year?
43%. No.
45.
Ooh. I was close.
45.1.
That's good.
Ooh, I love it. He's so great.
He's the best.
You just gave me a heart attack trying to tell me the Lakers were after him, giving us Kuzma.
Woo! They're not after him.
Woo! Did we find out if Bogdan and Bojan are brothers? Somebody correct us in the comments on that. We do know if your last name's Antetokounmpo that you're brothers, though, because
there's 3 of them, by the way.
Thanasis is my favorite name, though. I think it's Kostas, Thanasis, and Giannis, right?
Giannis. That's good Greek names. This guy. Don't mess with names when it comes to Carson Wood. He will win every time. Charlotte.
Antetokounmpo. There's no way that I can't spell it. It is Kostas. Actually, there's a 4th. There's a Francis.
I don't like him.
How old is he?
Can we just call him Ajax?
Oh, he's actually older, so he's
done.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
His 3 younger brothers.
Yikes.
Oh, poor dude. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I was just saying, let's Charlotte. On to Charlotte. On the southern swing.
This game got hot and heated. But
again, down at half.
Yep.
I think we were down at half at all 3 games this week, and we just made adjustments.
And didn't Quinn get tossed in the second quarter?
I think so.
So that's the
he got that halftime speech ready. He went in early.
Rudy Gobert had another monster night. 19 rebounds, 17 points. Royce had another 11 points, which actually is really good for him. Yep. Bojan 26.
But our main man Ingles 14.
Yep.
All starters in double digits.
Moutier had 2 games in double digits as well this week, so kudos to him. Ed Davis, I don't understand. Tony Bradley starting to get
more minutes
too,
even with Davis healthy, and I agree with that decision. Davis has not worked out. If there was adjustments, it's Davis and Exum being replaced by Exum and Bradley. In my opinion, they're playing better. They're just playing better.
The thing is, like, I think this game one, you said this, I think last week, and I think this week just goes to show again, guards are tearing us up.
Yeah. They shouldn't be,
No.
but they are.
So Fournier and Fultz didn't have the most amazing of games, but from there we have Trae Young going for 30 and Terry Rozier going for 29.
29. Too much.
But, I mean, I think, again, that kind of just goes to show how good Gobert is, because there's not bigs that are really dominating us too often. I mean, the Lakers, Anthony Davis maybe, but Gobert he's been shutting them down. So that's the one thing. I don't know how we clean it up, but we got to figure out a way to wrangle in guards, man.
Hopefully when Conley comes back, that will help us a lot. Conley's defense hasn't necessarily waned. Now he's hurt. It's just, I'm trying to stay positive about Conley. I really, really am. We're getting wins without him. Let's get him rested up, get him healthy, but also let's hope he just comes back in sync, because I think that's the only way we're going to be able to beat guard play. I really wanted Conley and Mitchell for the Blazers game on Thursday, and we're not going to get it. I'm very disappointed by that.
Another crazy thing, I don't think Dante played at all. He didn't play at all.
No.
Is he injured?
No, coach's decision. It's not going well with Exum.
Is this he's on the trading block kind of thing? I know we haven't really heard rumors.
He should be. If he's not, he should be.
I just don't think anybody's...
He's got to go. But who's going to bite?
Yeah, who's going to take...
Who's going to bite? He doesn't have a bloated contract, so it doesn't really behoove anyone to, like, offload. And it's not like anyone... I don't know, man. I've been done with Exum for a year. Year solid.
If you're... And I have since I saw his shot. If you're a team that's rebuilding, though, and you're thinking, what do we have to lose to take his contract? We can re-up next year with him, and we can kind of see if he's going to work out, maybe put him on a 2-year contract. We have some draft picks. We know a team like the Knicks or something.
Okay.
Why wouldn't the Knicks try to, like, pick him up?
Okay, pick him up for what is the question? What is he worth to a rebuilding team? Would you give a first-round pick?
Would they?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
If you're a rebuilding...
But we just want to get rid of him, right?
I don't think so. I think we want to get something for him. But if you're the Jazz, what are you willing to just take? I guess willing to take. Because any super low rebuilding team's not giving a first-round draft pick. There's no way he's worth that. So what, a couple of seconds? Or a couple of players on expiring contracts?
I want to...
That's what makes him so hard to trade.
I wish I would have researched this beforehand, because I feel like... And again,
he was a 5th overall pick. We're never going to get that value.
Well, no, but it's a sunken cost at this point. So,
I know.
But I guess one of my biggest problems with basketball is my lack of understanding of trades. Because again, soccer is just so cut and dry. Like
usually there's money involved.
Yeah, well, it's like the players are worth this much. We don't trade. In basketball, it gets really hairy that way. But in my head, for Exum, I just don't see how there's a team that's like, well, we can risk not playing him this year because we're already tanking anyways. So we get him on the team. Maybe we re-up him. We try to get some pieces around him that cater to him. He's going to be kind of our linchpin on defense. And maybe you don't have to work on getting a point guard at that point. And you can see if it works out. He put him on a 2-year contract. If it doesn't, he's gone anyways in 2 years. And your rebuild, you can kind of refocus and see if maybe you could go after a free agent at that point. Does that not make sense?
It does, but what is that team willing to give up? And are the Jazz willing to accept nothing? I mean, if you're the Jazz, what are you willing to give up? I think means more than what, because I'm sure there's
over the cap, right? Like if we get rid of him, that's off the books.
I don't know how that. I know we'd have to pay like up to what he's earned so far.
Okay, fair enough.
But I just don't know what are the Jazz willing to take? Because I'm sure your scenario exists 100%, like the Hawks or...
Well, not the Hawks because they have Trae Young.
The Knicks have no assets because of the whole thing. Sorry. Cleveland. Let's say Cleveland. Cleveland and Atlanta. But you're looking at him you're saying tanking and not really playing him.
Well, no, because I would say...
Or as a backup.
Yeah, I would say maybe somebody like Miami.
No.
So you have him as a backup because Dragic is there, right?
Well, that's.
So
I thought you were saying a team that was tanking.
That's fair. But
They're
now,
a contender.
Now what I'm thinking is a team that maybe has an established older veteran point guard that is not necessarily the guy, like a Dragic or something like that. Or even if you don't really believe in Rubio, the Suns. Like if they're like, we can put him behind Rubio. We think maybe if we give him a year where he doesn't have to worry about
reunite him. Let's do it.
Get him there.
They've lost 6 in a row, by the way.
Yes, they have.
They're not doing great.
The Kings have lost like 4 too.
But I actually like what you're saying there more than a tanking team.
Yeah.
I think if you can find some sort of a contender that needs depth for defense, we might be able to snag a high first-round pick. Like, they're not expecting anything good. They're going for it. They throw us a pick. We get rid of Exum.
Why not the Timberwolves too? Something like that.
No, I just don't see it.
Because if you don't believe in Teague long term,
but I just don't see them using. From what you've said, I like the contender looking for depth, giving us any sort of value. I just can't see a tanking team using him.
That's kind of the point, though. Is they kind of have him as a backup, but they can kind of rest him. They can re-up him. And then they can kind of just offload Teague, and hopefully he becomes the starter. They can get some other pieces around Cat.
Do you think there's a team in this league that believes Dante Exum can be their starting point guard?
I do. I don't. I don't think that. Do I think that there's a team that does? I do think that. And I think they are the Knicks, but they don't have any pieces.
I like your scenario of Miami. That one I agree with. I don't agree with. I can't envision a tanking team giving us anything of value. I just don't see it. And I say if you can get a 25, 26, 27 first-round pick, you take it and you run. And just hope you can package those picks together. But I just don't see a Timberwolves or a Knicks or a Cavs being like,
what about the Pelicans?
No, absolutely not.
Lonzo's been playing terrible. Drew Holiday.
Well, they do have a shiz ton of picks. Maybe we can get the Oklahoma City Thunder. They've got 8 picks. Now we're talking teams with picks.
Drew Holiday wants out. Lonzo's not been great. Maybe like a Pelicans or an OKC.
Possibly. Those I like way more than
or the Spurs. Maybe you're like, we believe in Pop. Get him in there with Pop. I don't know. I have no idea. I just can't. We need other teams listening to this podcast. You start coming up with scenarios and get him the hell off our team.
But we love him, Dante. By the way.
No offense. No offense, Australia.
No offense. Okay, before looking forward, should we talk giveaway?
Yes.
Giveaway. We're doing it on the recap first for all the diehards that watch this. You guys get a head start. So we got 2 things. We're giving away 2 things. 'Tis the season. It's Christmas. It's a Christmas giveaway.
Christmas.
So first thing we're giving away, we have this Donovan Mitchell sticker board with Jazz and Donovan. It's autographed, by the way. Really high value stuff.
In the R. Kellys, I see.
Huh?
In the R. Kellys, I see.
How dare you? Why would you diminish the value? This is high quality. No, it's brand new. Signed by Donovan Mitchell. We're going to be giving this away. How you win this, you might ask? Well, I will tell you. This is going to be given away in the video of the giveaway. We want you to comment your least favorite team in the league and why. So
your least favorite team and why it's the Rockets.
So the way you enter to this, and everything will be in a drawing. One comment, obviously, gets you into the drawing, and all the comments will be taken into the drawing. I don't know how else to say that. So we're going to be doing the video, but we're giving you a head start to be thinking about that. So that is a comment giveaway, and I just want to see who we don't like in the league as far as Jazz fans. So any team, doesn't matter, East or West, you pick, comment in the video. And we've got this lanyard. So we have a Utah Jazz lanyard. I didn't get the yellow one because we couldn't go 2 for 2 on the R. Kellys. But the lanyard, this one's going to be given away a little bit differently. So the way you enter to win this is share your favorite interview on Facebook and tag me, Paul Sheffield, on it. That is how you get entered. Everyone that shares, you get to be entered. But this one, you can have more than one entry. So every video shared gets you an entry. So you share a video, tag Paul Sheffield, you get in. I just want people to start seeing the interviews. So that one you can get more. I like the lanyard more. I think it's cooler. So that's why I did that one for it. So those are the two
I like both
giveaways.
of them, honestly. I didn't even know you had the decal.
I'm a man of means.
I see that. I like them both.
So we're doing a Christmas giveaway. We love you guys. We got to 100 subscribers. We want to give something back to you. So that's how you win it. Commenting in the giveaway video, which we'll be posting tomorrow, and sharing your favorite interview, or as many interviews as you want. As many shares, comment Paul Sheffield or tag Paul Sheffield in it, and then we will be giving it away next Sunday. Woo-woo. Now on to looking forward to next week.
Well,
we
gotta give our
player of the week.
person of the week.
Okay.
Do we agree on this?
That's true.
Coach Quinn.
Coach Quinn.
One, he got us the 3-0. Paul said it as well. We were down pretty much every game, and adjustments won us the games later on. It's got to come from Coach Quinn. And then he also getting some fire. I think this was more of a strategic throwing out from him. His guys were getting beat up. There was no calls in the what was the last game?
Charlotte.
Was it Charlotte? Thank you.
Charlotte.
And
we wore the whites.
He got tossed, and I like that behavior. Paul may not. We'll let him weigh in, but I do. And
I don't love it, but I love the result, so I'm okay with it. This is a results-driven business.
We've had stuff like this in the past, right? Where he's gotten fiery, gotten tossed, and then maybe a catalyst for a few weeks. And I just hope that he's also on the other end yelling at the players for some of their awful performances. But we love everybody.
We got that clean sweep week,
and we let's look forward and let you know what we think is going to happen this week.
Oh gosh.
Start off with the Heat game.
I'm praying for a 2-1 week. I have a feeling it's going to be a 1-2 week. But Miami, this is where, again, there's some really good guard play coming up, and we don't have one of our best guards. So you got Jimmy Buckets coming up and Doncic. No. What's the other Heat guard's name? I always get him and
Dragic
and Doncic I get in my mind jumbled. But Dragic, Butler, formidable. It's in Miami. This is the last game of the road trip. We've done so well, but I'm nervous. Miami's a contender, man. They're going to be a tough out.
I actually don't think it's going to be too bad for us. I know they've been playing well, but I'm actually predicting a 2-1 this week.
Okay.
I think we're going to hit a 7-win streak. So I think we're going
to beating Miami and Portland, losing at the Clippers?
We do lose to the Clippers in my head, but I think I believe in us to win. We get a good break. I don't know. I feel like we gotta put some wins together here.
They've lost to the Grizzlies recently, so they're beatable. The Heat are.
The Heat are?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. That's
but I'm still nervous. I don't know. The fact that it just makes me nervous that we've gone down to all these bad teams and now we get a good team. But maybe we rise to the occasion of our opponents and we get another clean sweep week. Praying for a 2-1. That's all I ask.
Paul's been believing in Carmelo Anthony recently.
I've not. I'm just looking at he's playing well.
Great. Put him in the starting lineup for us, please. Would love that. And give Joe the ball.
Jingling Joe.
We're going to go walk
McCollum and Lillard.
by.
What a formidable backcourt. I mean, if we're talking Portland now. Day after Christmas. We played them on Christmas last year. Now we get them the day after Christmas. It's a late game. It's going to be cold for interviews, but we'll be there. I'm nervous about that game. That's a test. That's going to be a big test. But I think we're up for it. There's only one team that's lost 2 games in the West at home, and that's the Lakers. Maybe there's one other one. But we're the next best with only 3 losses at home. We got a great home environment, home court advantage.
I just don't believe in their streak. They played the Suns, the Warriors, the Magic, and the Timberwolves.
Do you believe in our streak?
Not entirely, but we are still doing better than
if that streak goes to 6 and we've beat Miami, then I'll believe in it.
That's fair. Yeah, and I think it's always we can't go 0-3 this week after we just went 3-0.
Yeah.
We got to keep some semblance of just continuity going. Even if we go 1-2, I can live with that, but I just don't want we just can't lose to all those teams. And I don't think we will, honestly.
We got a nice break though. We had a nice break between Orlando and Atlanta. We get Monday to Thursday. We have 2 days off before Portland. Like, they're slowing our games down a little bit. If you've noticed, we kind of front loaded, had a ton of games. Now we're getting a little bit of a break, a little bit of a breather. We're playing better. I like where we're at. I told us if we can get to 18-11, we should be fine, and we're 18-11. That's. I would
like us to get to 500 on road games.
That's a very, very.
And I think we're close,
request.
Right?
One off. 7 and 8. One off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we've only lost 3 at home.
Yeah.
So I mean, for the Chicken Little, the sky is falling. That was
thinking the same thing.
We're fine, and people pointed this out on Twitter, kind of like to the reactionary, angry fans, because again, there is some truth to the outrage. Even the wins, the performances weren't there if it wasn't for the heroics of Bogdanovich, the heroics of Mitchell, Rudy Gobert being Mr. Consistent. But that is what makes up our team at the same time, and we're winning while figuring it out. And another thing that's been widely reported, we've got the easiest schedule from here on out of, I think, any team in the NBA.
We're going to be fine. Yeah. Everyone relax.
I honestly don't hate even if we get a 4 to 5 seed at this point anyways.
It's what we've been getting the past 3 years.
I would really love a 3.
I'd love a 3.
But I think regardless, we play one of the LA teams in that case. So in the first or second round.
The second round. Neither of the LA teams.
Excuse me, in the second round we do. I think regardless, we play in the second. I mean to say
we're going to get an LA team in the second. That's a good something.
I think that's it. That's all I got.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Go watch a Star War this week.
For everybody that gets Jazz tickets for the Portland game. One, I'm super bummed we didn't get tickets. I wanted that shoot around. I wanted to go see that shoot around and get the Donovan bobblehead. Bums me out.
Fun.
But for everybody that gets the tickets, come and see us on the 26th. We'll be doing the post games as always on the 26th, and we're excited for it.
We'll be at the Jazz Note on Thursday, at the Big Note. That's where we'll be. But until then, open your presents, eat a lot of food, enjoy your families. We'll see you on Thursday. We're out.
Bye-bye.